I'm Ken B, and I'm the Sassoonian, and I am making this video response to Usenet Posts, who has inspired me to learn how to speak Russian. I want to be Russian. Not that I look Russian or that I feel Russian, but I do enjoy a good borscht now and then. And I think that the whole Slavic thing is kind of cool. So, I'm not really too sure about you. You seem to be able to speak several languages quite well. To name a few that I've noticed: Chinese and Polish and Bulgarian, perhaps, and even Russian, of course. Not to mention North and South England. So, anyway, I don't speak very many languages, but I do speak American English quite well. And so, having the opportunity to learn how to speak another language, especially from a country as great as Russia, will no doubt inspire me to do something great. And it has. First, I'd like to maintain your format of 3 parts. So this first part will be the Russian language, then a joke, then a song. So this first one is what I've learned from you about the Russian language. What I've learned from you. I've learned one thing. The Russian people, they do not smile. No, Russians are very serious people. They will be very serious like this. Now, I happen to know a few real Russians who live near here, and they are very happy people, I must say. They don't look like this all the time. But this is how the teacher looks. He must be very serious, a very serious Russian person. So, the first word that we learned, the letters that are the same in English as in the Russian, is kamita. Oh, no, I said that wrong. Komitya. Kometa. Kometa. Komieta. There it is. Komieta. And that is the K and the O and the M and the Y and the Da and the but the soft and the soft E, as in the English E, but the soft one. So it's Y. Then, so Kamieta, Kamieta, and that means comet in English. Then we had the letters that look the same as in English but have different sounds, and that was the V, N, R, H, S, and U. In that order, maybe, no? And finally, from the Greek, we have G, D, P, L, and F to round it out. And we learn some little words about how to speak Russian and где, which is where. Very important, especially if you're in Russia and you don't know where the toilet, you could be in big trouble. So you must say где туалет. I think that's what it is. Где туалет. And they say вот там, вот там туалет. Or it's налево or направо or налево направо. It's to the left or it's to the right or pro prozzo. I forget that one. I didn't write that one down. For heaven's sakes, I'm gonna have to go back and study. Kto, kto means who. Kto is who. So who, kto on, who is he? On Soldat. He is a soldier. Ah, very good. And then, of course, the affirmative and the negative, da and niet. Now, of course, every a person growing up in America during the Cold War will remember da and niet. There was plenty of that going around in various comedic circles. Um, we learned a word, pravda. Pravda and nepravda. Pravda and nepravda. Pravda means truth, and it was also an oft quoted Russian newspaper uh, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, in the American press. They were always saying, as Pravda reported. And of course, we didn't know what Pravda meant, but thank you very much for telling us it meant truth. And being from a long, having a long history of sarcasm in my family, I get the joke. Nepravda. Nepravda is not the truth. So, pravda ili netprava. Nepravda means truth or not truth. Ili meaning or, I think. So then we have the final letters, the group of five that rounded out our first lessons, and that would be the ze, the be, the e, the oi, and the ya. Those dogs are getting on my nerves. Anyway, back to it. Okay, that's enough of the Russian language. That's enough of the Russian language for now. And now, the joke. I have chosen for my joke today a classic Russian joke that I found researching Russian humor. The joke is this. Petka and Anka were walking when Petka suddenly says to Anka, "I'll give you 100 rubles for each time that you climb that tree." Anka says, "Okay," and proceeds to climb up and down several times. She comes home with a big stack of money, and her mother asks her where she got it from. Anka tells her how she got the money, and her mother responds by yelling, "You idiot! He saw your panties." "No, he didn't, mother. I hid them in my pocket." And now the song. I'd like to sing for you a classic folk song of Russia called Metelitsa. Вдоль улица Метелица метет, за метелицей мой миленький идет. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться радостно тебя. Ты постой, постой, красавица моя, дозволь наглядеться радостно тебя.